For years, Niko Bellic was one of Rockstar's most beloved protagonists. He survived a brutal war, escaped Eastern Europe, took down Liberty City's biggest criminals, and finally got his revenge. Then, he disappeared. No appearances in GTA V, no phone calls, no cameos, almost nothing. So what actually happened to Niko Bellic after the events of GTA 4? Did he die? Did he return to Europe? Or did he simply decide he'd had enough of the life he'd spent years trying to escape? Today, we're looking at the Canon answer, using only information from GTA 4 and official Rockstar material, to explain why Niko Bellic went quiet. Chapter 1. What Niko really wanted. One of the biggest misconceptions about Niko Bellic is that he wanted power. He didn't. Unlike Tommy Vercetti, CJ, or even Michael DeSanta, Niko never dreamed of becoming a crime boss. He only came to Liberty City because Roman promised him a better life. Instead, Niko found debt, gangsters, corruption, and violence. Throughout GTA 4, Niko constantly tells people he doesn't enjoy killing. Many characters treat him like he's emotionless, but the player quickly learns that's not true. Every contract, every assassination, and every robbery reminds him of the war he desperately wanted to leave behind. He isn't chasing wealth, he's chasing peace. The problem is, peace is something Liberty City refuses to give him. Chapter 2. A man broken before GTA 4 began. Long before Liberty City, Niko was already carrying years of trauma. During the Yugoslav wars, he watched close friends die. His military unit was betrayed from within. Only 3 soldiers survived. Niko became obsessed with finding the man responsible. That obsession lasted over a decade. Everything he did, even moving halfway across the world, was driven by revenge. When he finally discovers the traitor, the outcome isn't satisfying. Whether the player chooses to kill him or spare him, Niko doesn't suddenly become happy. The revenge changes nothing. The people he lost are still gone. The nightmares remain. His guilt remains. One of GTA 4's biggest themes is that revenge doesn't heal trauma. It only gives you another reason to keep carrying it. Chapter 3. The end of GTA 4 changes everything. By the end of GTA 4, Niko reaches a crossroad. The player chooses between 2 endings. The revenge ending sees Dmitry Raskolov killed. But during Roman's wedding, Dmitry's assassin kills Roman instead. Niko gets revenge, but loses the one person who gave him hope. In the deal ending, Niko accepts Dmitry's final business offer. The deal goes wrong, and instead, Kate McCreary is killed. Someone Niko loves dies because of the criminal life he couldn't escape. Rockstar makes one thing very clear. There's no happy ending. Crime always has consequences. Whether it's Roman or Kate, Niko pays an enormous personal price. By the end of the story, he finally understands something he's been avoiding the entire game. The violence never ends, not unless he walks away from it. Chapter 4. Evidence he left behind. After GTA 4, Rockstar gives us only tiny pieces of information about Niko, and they're surprisingly hopeful. In GTA V, Life Invader profiles reveal that Roman is alive. This tells us Rockstar considers the deal ending to be canon. Roman is shown living with Mallory and raising their child. Most importantly, Roman mentions that Niko is still around. Not running a gang, not starting another criminal empire, just living quietly. This perfectly matches Niko's character. After losing almost everything, continuing a life of crime would completely undermine his story. Instead, the evidence suggests he finally did what he'd wanted from the very beginning: to disappear. Chapter 5. Why he never returned. Many fans expected Niko to appear in GTA V, but his absence actually makes perfect sense. By the end of GTA 4, Niko has spent years fighting, years surviving, years killing. He'd achieved revenge. He'd earned money. He'd lost friends. He'd buried family. There was nothing left to prove. Returning for another criminal adventure would undo everything he'd learned. Instead, Rockstar lets his story end quietly. It's a rare thing in Grand Theft Auto. Most protagonists continue chasing bigger scores. Niko is different. His victory isn't becoming rich. His victory is finally choosing not to pull the trigger. Chapter 6. Niko Bellic didn't go quiet because Rockstar forgot about him. He went quiet because that's exactly what his story was building toward. He arrived in Liberty City searching for revenge. He discovered revenge couldn't heal him. He searched for money. Money couldn't fix him either. By the end of GTA 4, all Niko really wanted was the one thing he never had growing up. A normal life. No gangs, no betrayals, no wars. Just peace. Sometimes the strongest ending isn't another shootout. Sometimes it's finally having the strength to walk away. And that's why years later, Niko Bellic remains one of Rockstar's greatest protagonists. Not because of how many people he killed, but because he was one of the few who actually wanted to stop. If you enjoyed this deep dive into GTA lore, make sure to subscribe for more videos covering Rockstar's characters, hidden details, and the stories you may have missed. Thank you for watching.